For this 1-minute overview, we're looking at this knife. This is the Emerson Griffe. This is another knife that's on loan from my brother for the channel, and I really appreciate him loaning some of his knives to me to make videos. This is a Fred Perrin design, and if you're familiar with his designs, it definitely has a lot of the characteristics typical to his designs. It's called the Griffe, and translated to English that means the claw, and you can see that it really has a fitting name. This blade isn't a super long blade, it's about 1.5 inches, I think, but it definitely looks like a claw blade, and it fits the design. So this knife is designed to be a neck knife and a self-defense neck knife. So this blade is designed to do pulling cuts and probably some stabbing too, but it's well designed for that use. Now, I don't really carry knives for self-defense, but this knife is well designed for that. So you can see that it fits into the sheath really well. The sheath does come with this kind of bead chain, and it's going to stay in the sheath until you want to take it out. Now, if I did, if this was my knife and I was carrying it, I would probably grind some of this area off, but even still, you can get your index finger in that hole and pull it out really easily. Now, I typically don't prefer knives with holes in the handle for your index finger like this, but this one actually feels really good in the hand. Now, ergonomics aren't something that are super important on a self-defense knife like this. More so on a self-defense knife, it's important that you get a positive grip and it can stay in your hand, which is really why they use this kind of index finger hole like this. But even with this index finger hole, it does have pretty good ergonomics. You can see that the middle finger hits right there, and then the ring finger hits on the end, and the pinky finger kind of hangs off of the end there. But it feels good in the hand. And even though this knife is not designed to be used as a utility knife, it feels like you could use it for that if you needed to. You could open boxes, letters, and stuff like that. Now, I don't actually know what steel this knife is. I would guess that it's 1095, but again, that's not something that's quite as important for a self-defense knife or a knife designed for self-defense, because it's not something where you're going to be using it over and over again and having to resharpen it. It's more something that you'll have and just have it sharp all the time for when you need it. And again, with the usage in mind that this knife was designed for, I think that it's a really good knife for that. I think it would be easy to carry either on your neck or even just in your pocket or on your belt, and it would be a knife that would be easy to get to and use if unfortunately you had to use a knife for self-defense. So this is the Emerson Griffe.